What's good, man? Week 1, Browns and the Cowboys. It's destined to be a showdown. Be honest with y'all, man. Don't y'all think this should be a defensive game? Man, I'm gonna throw some of this film on here, man. The Browns defense. But we're gonna be honest, man. Offense gonna have to come with it. Do we have a better team than the Browns? Yeah, but we gonna definitely have to play our game. Their defense ain't nothing to sleep on, man. They front, they front is nasty. It's tremendous, man. It's a deep defense, man. When you think about it, I chop up things and I look at it. I looked at some of this film, and one thing I can say is consistent is the pressure that their defense is gonna give. Man, Myles Garrett not the only necessary person to worry about, man. They got a line of some killers out there, man. The whole line, in my opinion, can be very detrimental. When you got somebody that's such a powerhouse like Myles Garrett, man, you got to look at it like this. How many times has Michael Parsons opened the lane up for another man to go in there and make that play? Myles Garrett definitely does the same thing. Not only that, man, they got a big, stout, heavy front, man. Look at some of this film, man. I'm gonna have playing kind of just going in rotation. And we're gonna kind of look at what we need to do to succeed in this game. And I think it's very simple. First off, our defense is going to have to destroy Deshaun Watson. That's first thing first, man. When I think about Deshaun Watson, I think of somebody who's overrated. I'm just going to throw it out there. Now, respect to this man's game. As I am not an NFL quarterback, and I am not somebody with a blessed arm to be able to throw that ball to these NFL receivers. So, no slugs given. Just the simple fact is, man, dude like to move around. And in that process, like to make a lot of mistakes. So here's the pros of the thing. Here's the pros. Pros are, excuse my hair, y'all. Pros are, man, honestly, he gonna get that ball away in the air. I do feel that. I feel like if we keep pressure and we play our game on defense, where we provide a lot of pressures, a lot of hurries, that's gonna make Deshaun throw us the ball, and he's proven that very well last year in his small games, his small tenure of 6 games. He showed he would throw that ball away. You mix that in there with the whole fact that he is an easily sacked quarterback, in my opinion, because of his gameplay. You know, I want to say in them 6 games he had like 17 sacks. You know what I'm saying? 17 sacks is a hell of a lot of sacks for 6 games. That is crazy to me, man. That average is retarded. You know, y'all could do the math, but at 18, you know, that's that's crazy. You're looking at 3-4 sacks a game. If we can take advantage of that, capitalize on that, maybe make some fumbles, some turnovers, I do think, man, we'll put the game in our favor if our offense can be consistent and try to be creative. Because if I'm being honest with this defense, man, we're gonna have to really be creative. I'm sorry, man, I got My little doggy around. So damn tiny, I don't want to roll over him. But like I was saying, if we play consistent ball offensively, and when I say consistent, I'm not just saying just dry ass running or throwing the ball in a certain way. I'm saying, man, Mike, continue to be creative. I cannot with this head, but continue to be creative, man. Continue to do things that the defense is not expecting. A lot of times I feel like we dumb down, or we started off with a very slow, then we'll get creative, and then somehow we just get basic. And I feel like later on in the season it comes to hunters. When you playing against teams that got this type of defense right here, we're gonna have to be creative. I do like that we got a quarterback who is pretty consistently fast with getting the ball out. I want to say like in the top 10 of quarterbacks in the speed of getting that ball out. So it's something we should capitalize on. Just minimize the mistakes, man. If we can really chop down the mistakes and come at this game real strong, I love it when we get the ball and we score. First possession. If we could do that, man, and capitalize and not let the momentum die down, I feel like we'll be fine, yo. I really do. It's gonna be a great matchup, man, to see Tyler Guyton and Myles Garrett. I will say though, I do think they will move Myles Garrett around. I look at it like this: what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a spot that's weak, probably gonna line your best man on the weakest man. And I think the Browns is kind of that team to export that way. So, with that being said, we know we're going to see that matchup with Tyler Guyton and Myles Garrett. I don't think Tyler Guyton going to come out here and just be, strong man Dave out there, just, strong arm or something. But I do think as long as we, give him a little bit of support, we got Zeke back in the backfield, stuff like that where, he can play an important role. We got tight ends. Let's get him some tight end help. You got Brandsport, Ford. Span forward, that was his whole kind of case and reasoning. I'm curious to see if we're gonna actually bring in packages to give us help with the opposing pressure that we're gonna get on offense. Nevertheless, we just gotta be smart, man. We gotta be smart, gotta be consistent, and gotta be game ready. Damn, we gotta come out there ready to play. I'm not about to sit here and go into playoffs. It's last year's news. I'm curious to see my offense and that chemistry built. The crappy thing about my offense right now is there's just a lot of uncertainties with just how we gonna flow. Mike McCarthy, you on your last year, so I'm hoping you see a defense like this and want to come in on something real different, something that's just gonna benefit your personnel and your players. Creativity is key. I keep saying it, man. We got to be creative on offense, and we can't do the dumb things. I don't want to be running the ball on 3rd and 7. I just want to be smart, man. I want Mike McCarthy to do what he's gonna do. And if you're not gonna call these plays fully, you're gonna let Dak take some of that rain. Cool beans. But if we're gonna do that, man, let's continue that all the way into the playoffs. But we're gonna just worry about week 1. My thoughts and mindset on it is simple. Many would say they think this is a must-win game. I don't believe that. I really don't. This game is get it all together. If you beat this team, if you beat this defense, it will put me at a limelight or a great spot, give me a great mindset of my offense. And if my offense can hold their own versus the Browns D-line, I'm gonna feel real confident going into postseason. Like I said, it's week 1. We're gonna stay put here, but nevertheless, I'd rather have this type of game early. Some people are saying early due to the weather and not having to go down there in their weather. I'm kind of like, cool, smart. That's real smart. But for me, I'm more so like, hell, we can hash out the problems early. You playing against a good defense, they gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make you see the weaknesses on your team. When I flip the ball around, I'm not as stressed about our defense playing against their offense. I do have a lot of faith that our defense can really. I feel like Zimmer can do some things with our defense. It's just one of these things where I'm not gonna overplay my hand on it or overthink about it, because what I've seen with preseason is Zimmer got the skills to make this Dallas team pretty damn solid on defense. And I expect nothing less, really. That wasn't a shocking point to me for these preseason games that I seen. The shocking points mainly were, O-line things and running back things and damn special team things. And that's another thing you're thinking about special teams, man. Let's get Greg out there. If it comes down to it, I think Greg will give us decent points this whole damn season. With the leg that he has right now, man. You did something in preseason that showed you and gave you great respect and hope for our kicker. Let's utilize him. Let's not make this just an air raid type of situation. Want to use the run game smart and the passing game smart. Man, yeah, I heard somebody say throw CD in slot for this game. We get the ball out quick, you know what I mean? That's fine. I do think we got a damn good slot. So instead of putting him in slot, why not move him around? And that's what I'm saying when I talk about being creative. Keep our motions going. Man, I love when Dak and McCarthy come out there with pre-snap motions. Really kind of throws the defense in a sense, but not necessarily that. It just opens up the understanding of what the defense is running. And that's good for Dak. So I don't like, when McCarthy doesn't have us doing a lot of motion. Man, motion is, when we do motion, we do good on those plays. Man, I like when we motion. I want pre-snap motion. I can't root for that too much more than just being a damn fan trying to stream about it. But if we could be smart, man, we can be fine. That's really what it boils down to. Get a good look at your line. Again, I don't think it's a must-win game. But do y'all see what I'm saying with this D-line, man? With this D-line, if we can hold on against that, man, I'm comfortable and I'm ready for all. We'll have the Saints, we'll have the Ravens. We got a tough season early. Let's capitalize early. Let's go into it full throttle and ready to go. Let's see what the chemistry gonna be with offense, man. Because that's the damn defense you're going against. People talking about where weakness is at. I don't know. You tell me. Because the Browns has a pretty damn good secondary. I don't know where this keep coming from, where we can torch the secondary. Browns got a decent damn secondary, bro. Their defense is pretty solid all around. You know what I mean? There's not a particular weakness there on their defense. So yeah, let's just examine things, man. Go into it as a game where we can kind of solidify our spot in the next weeks to come, man. The Common Cowboy. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me, getting my insight on the game, my thought process, just educational purposes, man, and me telling you what I think, may not matter the most, and that's cool. But I do feel like we can come out on top. I don't feel like it's a must-win game, and I do feel like we got some hungry characters out there ready to eat. People were asking about injuries or whatnot. Guys, we're looking pretty solid on injuries. I ain't even gonna stunt you. I know Mozzie gonna be in there. I don't think Stevens will be active. I don't think he practiced today. I do not think he practiced. So he may not be active. John Stevens, which is our tight end, that's fine. He's 3-4 on our depth chart. All of our starters should be active and ready to go. Our O-line active, ready to go. There are some injuries to watch, if you will. But other than that, man, we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be stout. It's gonna be a damn good game to examine. For me, it's another examining game, man. I just want to see what we're looking like, and I want our offense to get that chemistry. And if you can pull out a win against the Browns, perfect, because that's building chemistry with a damn good defense. I mean, look at them. But yeah, we in this and we ready, man. We've got very, very, very little time before that first week game day. Until then, I'm about to relax, rest, get ready for work, come home from work, and see what we got for Thursday Night Football, man. Y'all check it out. Hold it down. Hey, the Coleman Cowboy. Ho! Well, how y'all feel?
How about those Cowboys?
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.